people.
Okay then.
The
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another night of D&D. We're here in the Curse of Strahd. Tonight, dear adventurers, we're happily collecting back our memories as we reminisce on what happened last time. The party had a very interesting time trying to, let's say, gather information regarding a certain druidic troop that is assaulting the Wizard of the Wines. Of course, the people at the Wizard of the Wines are most desperate in your help, as their precious magical gems have been stolen, and the one remaining here is under your protection. Um, what, Fabio? Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just curious because I thought that only one was missing.
No, two were missing. One was in your possession, unless I got my notes wrong.
I remember that one was missing, and they had two.
Was one?
Yeah.
One was missing, and they had two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second.
Unless they already stole the second and we still don't know about it.
No, okay. I'll trust your notes better than I trust mine because I'm a worse note taker. So we'll go with that. Okay. So one missing gem and two stolen. So everybody's trying to gather them back as the pledge from the local were ravens at the Wizard of the Wines are to recover them in order for the grapes to grow, the wine to flow, and maybe you can find out some more clues in your quest to defeat Strahd. At this point, at the Wizard of the Wines, you've had a very interesting encounter with a pack of werewolves that attacked the party. After majestically defeating the group of werewolves, some of you came out fine, some of you came out a little bit, let's say, touched. And post combat, there was, let's say, a very interesting scene where our local edge lord, Vorn, had, let's say, an interrogation performed on one of the druids. Of course, not all captives survived this interrogation, and the one left, with some contribution from Blue Flame, provided to be quite talkative in the situation. So now everybody knows that the missing gems most likely that have been taken are most likely in a grove that is hidden within the forest. The remaining druid that was captured by the party willingly gave up the location of a hidden druid grove that can only be opened by a party of four druids. So at this point, you are still within the, let's say, basement of the Wizard of the Wines. The druid is bound to his chair, still reeling back, albeit unconsciously, from the torture that was inflicted upon him. You all have the information, all shared between you. The were-ravens are still roaming around the house as they were trying to tend and make themselves busy as to not hear the screams, because obviously it's not that well soundproof, that basement. And one of your party members is mysteriously missing for some reason. The druid that was with you has turned into an eagle. You know, and that she was flying ahead and above to warn you of any dangers, but has not returned yet. This does seem to be the case at the moment. What do you guys want to do?
So we last left off after interrogating the guy, finding out about the druids and the ritual, and kind of, me nerding out about the sword, and to kind
Yes.
of figure out where the other half would be. And
Yes.
we haven't yet had a long rest, so I, as Blue Flame, would recommend that before going anywhere else, we do take a well-deserved long rest.
Go ahead and talk it out. That's fine.
I just did.
Did we? There were 2 prisoners, initially.
Yeah, I killed
Because
immediately
I remember
one,
killing one.
and you killed the other one.
Okay, so
So they're both dead.
I'm good.
yeah. After this combat, you guys do level up. It's the last thing that I wanted to tell you. I wanted to do it last session.
Are we level
With the
4 now?
druids.
Level 4. You guys are level 4.
We're
No!
leveling up fast.
So your werewolf, your impromptu werewolf combat that I did not expect happening was difficult enough to merit a level up. So you guys can go ahead and power up.
Fucking go, boys.
Choose wisely.
More
I don't
spell
have much
slots.
to choose. Yeah.
Give me
Do I
more
have the little
spell slots,
floor?
baby.
Oh, fuck. What do I want?
You could have
it's
told
like
us
a
this
thief.
before the session, so we have prepared our character sheets.
No, I kind of wanted to see everybody's reaction when I said this.
Was it worth it?
my own satisfaction.
Was it worth it? Our reactions? Did you?
Yeah, yes, it was. Everybody seems to be happy. See.
I guess. Let's see. Holy shit, we got ability score improvement. Let's fucking go!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we take 20 intelligence, boys. Hey.
Is this where I want to go?
There's so many things to choose from. Multi-classing is the best.
Yeah, multi-class is a bitch.
Yeah.
When you don't have time to think about it. Fuck, do I want to go this way? I don't remember what I wanted to do with my character. That's the problem.
This is
I just put my strength up by 2. That'll do.
Sorry. Can you say that again, Tom? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I just put my strength up by 2, so it's 18 now, plus 4.
It's perfectly fine. You all have your characters on D&D Beyond, right?
I do, but I'm not using that. I'm using my own character sheet.
That's okay.
Huh.
So let's say while you're choosing that at the moment everybody's decided to take a long rest. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
keen for us.
Okay. Okay, good. Fantastic. As you guys take your long rest, the were ravens that remained start to make a fire for you in the common room and bring over some food so that you guys have some dinner to eat for the night. You see them retreat back into their chambers as they're still worried about their father going missing and their eldest following after them. So at this point, they're not feeling very chatty to hang around and talk to you guys for the whole night. Okay.
was all of dice.
Doesn't sound very good.
Yes. Okay.
Although,
Oh yeah, I think I'm done.
this is the one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I put 2 points into int, and now I have 20.
Okay. 20 intelligence for blue flame.
My spell save DC is now 15, and my spell attack bonus is +7. So
All right.
your creature's gonna have a hard time dodging my spells now. It's kind of broken though.
Almost.
It's 8 plus proficiency plus int modifier for my spell save DC.
I mean, it better. I mean, it should be because the enemies that I have are not easy to fight either.
I guess. It's just quite cracked, especially when your proficiency bonus goes up at 5th level. So then my spell save DC is gonna be 16.
I mean, probably one-on-one combats you'll do just fine, but when you're overwhelmed number-wise, that's when the fun starts.
So I guess.
Okay, I think
Okay,
I'm
I'm
done.
done.
Okay.
I can now cast Detect Magic at will. I can always know when magic is cast around me.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, okay.
Like passively,
Okay.
like whenever
Great.
for
Great.
example, if I cast something near you, you'll always sense it or know it.
It's what it says is you can cast Detect Magic at will without expending a spell slot. So basically, Detect Magic is a cantrip for me.
All right, so you didn't cast it. Okay, cool.
So it's not that I'm always actively knowing.
Yeah, it's just pretty much free to use.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I use it all.
Great.
I, as a fighter, have inflict wounds.
Nice.
Fantastic. Another one. Great. Great. Okay. And what about you, Farron?
I just put my stats up by 2.
I mean, he's a paladin; doesn't do much
Yeah.
of it for.
No,
Yes.
and my intelligence got up by
Yeah.
1.
Plus
So
4 to
my eldest
plus
squire
4 to hit.
got a +3.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, you guys notice that as evening comes to a close, the sky gets darker and darker. You guys rest along the fire of the room. It's lit in the inside, but outside it feels as if it's pitch black. You can barely see into the forest. You can see the trees around you, but it's unusually dark for tonight. I'd like everyone to roll a perception check.
Where's my dice?
Holy shit, that's a 19.
All right.
And when rolling for HP
20.
earlier, I rolled a 6.
20. Fantastic. Fantastic. First 20 of the night. Great.
What did you ask us for to roll?
Perception.
Okay, I got a 17.
Okay.
Oh, a 1 over there.
You rolled a 1? Oh no.
It doesn't
Okay.
even perceive that he's awakened.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm gonna
So,
crush this dice. I'm sorry. I'm
you know,
love you. You're the coolest dice I have.
you know what? Next time we should just kiss it for luck and send it away. But regardless, fate is in your hands. As Blue Flame and Farron, the two of you hear an unfamiliar sound. To you, you hear the rummage of a cart being pushed in the forest as some bells keep dangling left and right.
So just
Everybody else does not hear that.
How
Yeah.
far away does it sound?
It sounds as if it's about 50 feet away. Not that far.
And we're still
What
in the
time is
house.
it?
You guys
Can I
are
rush to the window?
inside, yes.
Can I
Sure,
rush to
you
the
can go
window
to the
and
window.
have a look?
Yeah, you can go to the window.
Yeah.
And what time is
What do
it?
I see?
It is midnight.
So
Right.
we don't have the long rest yet.
Not yet.
Fine.
It is
Oh.
midnight, and since Farron, you rolled a nat 20, you see much farther into the forest. You see an old lady pushing the cart, and as you look very carefully, there is a faint aura around her. You recognize
Yeah.
her as a being that is touched by your target. She's a creature that is most likely blessed or under the protection of your target. But this is
A
just you.
target
You're
being
the only
Strahd.
Strahd. Yeah.
I
Um,
I go to Ferrin and I like I check him looking at the window and I ask what's going on. What do you think we should do?
can I just clarify? When you say blessed, like, do you mean she's
I
pleased
mean,
about it? Or,
you see an old woman pushing a cart into the darkness, but she sees where she's going perfectly fine. The
Right.
cart seems to be filled with something, but there's a tarp over it, and you don't see what's under the tarp. Could be food, could be hay, could be whatever. And
corpses.
why not? Could be anything. And you see her
I guess
walking.
the reason I asked is because last week we were talking about these souls were like stuck in this cycle of not being able to leave.
Mhm.
So this is one of those, essentially.
She is. She does have a soul, yes, but her soul is definitely stronger than the rest. She's a creature or a person that has, let's say, power to itself based on the aura that you see. The Raven Queen kind of makes it noticeable to you as her paladin. She bestows upon you as part of her blessing if you are perceptive enough to notice the strength of the creature that you're fighting against. And since you rolled a
Okay.
d20, she's giving you a sort of a warning in the sense that she
This is
is
strong.
a powerful combatant if you
Do I
intend to.
sense? Is this a soul that she wants returned to her, or is she saying?
Oh,
maybe
definitely.
leave it?
Oh, definitely. She's a part of the cycle that you must end.
Sure. So sorry, what did you say, Blue Flame?
So she is just walking through the forest, but knowing exactly where she goes. She doesn't like miss a beat. She doesn't stumble. She walks through the woods as if she's walked them forever, at a pace that's very unusual for an old lady, especially pushing a cart full of who knows. The bell that it's on top, as the cart goes up and down, just rings and rings and rings. But seeing as it's so dark outside, it's quite weird on how she's going so well. And the only other thing that you notice is that she's a very powerful humanoid at this point, from what you notice. Could you roll? Actually, no, I don't think you need to roll for this. You hear behind your ear a faint whisper and a touch of a hand on your shoulder as a whisper goes and says, "Be careful. On this, you must walk carefully." And that's it.
Okay. Sorry, Blue Flame. What did you say before I cut you off?
Because I've observed you looking at a window and I came to ask what's going
Yeah.
on and what we should do and if I can go back to sleep. Can you handle it? And I'm like
I say,
I'm like half asleep. So, what
yeah,
did you
I
say?
say, There's an old
Alucard
woman
Vorn, by
out
this
there.
time you guys know that they're walking around, so it's not like everybody's asleep yet. So you guys can talk to each other as well.
Oh, I'm asleep. I rolled a 1.
Then
Alright, let's just say that
I
you're
have no
fast
idea
asleep at
that
this point.
anything is going on.
Okay, that's fair.
well, when he says that everything's alright and that he handled it, I go back to bed.
I didn't say that.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. Because I asked, like,
No, sorry. I said there's an old woman out there, and the Raven Queen's warning me that she is stronger than she looks.
oh,
No,
Do I
Yes,
hear
it's one of drugs.
the ringing at this moment?
No,
No?
no.
Is she coming towards us?
She is coming into your direction, yes, because
Oh, fuck.
she seems to be walking with a purpose.
So it's the road that leads to the Wizard of the Vines, is it?
She is going towards the Wizard of the Wines, yes.
Okay. She's coming right this way as well.
Okay, I'll get as soon as I hear she's coming this way, I get up and go see what the hell is going on. And I've been hearing part of the conversation, so as soon as I look through the window and see, it's the same person that we've been seeing, right? In previous encounters.
One second.
Is she within 60 feet yet?
At this moment, yes, she is within 60 feet. I'd like everybody to roll another perception roll.
12.
Same thing. 17.
Okay.
15.
Still asleep.
Are you
How much?
cursed?
3. Okay. At this point, everybody starts to hear some noise from within the woods. What you don't hear yet is what's coming
Like in a different
behind
direction.
the old lady.
Wait, so she's coming
And
from the woods?
yes,
And there
she's
is
coming
noise
from the
coming-
woods. You see her
Behind her.
now, but what you don't
So she's
hear
like-
is
she's
what's
making
behind
some
her.
Force this way.
So, yeah.
Can I do divine sense?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Can you describe what divine sense does so that I have an idea so that I don't search for the
Take good on evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hello spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
celestial fiend or undead?
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't work. It won't tell you because there's no celestial fiends or undead in the area.
Okay, so I do it and just get no reading, basically.
There's no feedback to your sense undead. You see Farron kind of put his hand to his chest as he goes into a somber prayer, and a low thrumming pulse echoes from him as it goes. But nothing comes back.
Okay, so is this the person that we've been seeing in previously?
At this point, if you head over to the window and look outside,
Yeah.
you see coming towards you Baba Lisaga.
That was what I was trying to ask.
She approaches the Wizard of the Wines and is now, let's say, 30 feet. And as she comes forward, she sees the fire in the Wizard of the Wines, stops, and puts down the handles of her cart and walks just a couple of feet forward and says, "You all there inside, aren't ye? Why don't you come outside? Let's just have a wee little chat. Don't worry, I won't do anything to you. Come on out now."
like kind of watching from the window,
You guys
being that
know
she's in
this?
30 feet. I half asleep, like open my book and like minor illusion, and I create like in front of her. I create what you call it, like a placard, a sign saying "No, we're not home."
Do not disturb.
Okay. Okay. A wooden post emerges in front of her, and she says, "Oh, what's this? We're not home. Hmm. Pity.
I'm just starting to Farron and tell him to
Very.
keep quiet and don't make a noise.
She kind of puts her hand on the sign, and seems like there's no.
She does need to make a check for it though.
A check for it. Okay, what's the check?
It's an int. It's an investigation against 15.
Okay, she rolls an 11, so seems to be pretty real.
If she fails the throw, then she does not recognize that it is an illusion. She thinks it's real.
Yeah.
If she touches it, though,
Yeah. If
doesn't
it touches
right?
you, you
I
should
think if she
automatically
touches it, it's just like
learn
it has
that
to.
it's
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, physical interaction really reveals it to be an illusion.
Okay. She touches the sign, seems. Alright then. Guess I'll go back. If you won't play, then I'll bring me toys to you. She picks up her wooden cart and just goes back and says, "La di da di da. A baby tonight, a baby tomorrow, then all of the babies will be mine." As she watches inside the forest.
Oh yeah, I go
Was
like.
it the lovely lady again?
Yep.
You guys know this woman?
We've
Yeah.
met.
We've crossed paths for at least not now 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
She's Strahd's babysitter, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
She used to be, I guess.
Did I
don't know
just
if the guy
clutch
needs a
everyone?
babysitter.
Sorry, what, Blue Flame?
I said, did I just clutch the situation?
No. I think
Oh.
she knows exactly what happened here today, and she's
She
not gonna give us
said,
a break.
"I'm going to bring the toys to you."
Sorry, what?
She said, She said, "If you won't come out to me, I'm going to bring the toys to you."
I think we're gonna be attacked again.
Yeah. You think it will happen tonight?
I don't know.
I mean, she did say tomorrow,
Stop
so at least we
sleep.
get time to rest.
How long
There's
this
no
is?
Can we evacuate these people and just like go into the woods in the other direction?
Sack them.
No. The woods are not safe, especially during the night, apparently, from what our disappeared colleague told us from this place.
Right.
Fuck. Do I want to do this?
You can choose to rest, or you can choose to leave, evacuate. It's your choice.
Question. Okay, it's midnight. Around what time did we go to sleep?
Your choice. You could roll. If it's 10 or less, you didn't sleep yet. If it's 10 or higher, you slept enough for a short rest to count.
Fuck. It's a 10.
Roll again, but roll a d4
You know,
And
that would be a success.
yeah.
It's a 2.
Then you slept enough for a short rest.
Okay. Doesn't give me much.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can I just go back to sleep?
I mean, if you guys decide as a party, you can rest here, finish your rest, you can evacuate, you can leave, you can do whatever you want.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I say, I let the draw that doesn't sleep to wake me up if anything goes bad. Good night, and then I put fucking, what do you call them, earplugs, and go into my bed.
We just gotta
Conjure some
wait here to be
mufflers.
attacked, guys.
What?
What was that?
I guess I'm wondering, not me.
Mhm.
Baron's wondering, are we just gonna wait here to be attacked?
Decide as a party.
Give me 20 minutes. I cast invisibility and go after her. Stealthily.
Based.
Fantastic.
Big
All
play.
right. Okay. Okay. All right. We're doing this.
Why?
Ooh. All right. She is 30 feet away. Even though she moves pretty fast for an old lady, she's not that fast. It's quick for you to catch up to her.
Yeah, I'm keeping
So
my distance.
you are right exactly where you want to be.
I want to be.
The darkness around you is as it was next to the house. It's unusually dark, but since you got dark vision, you don't have a problem in seeing anything. But you do notice that it's dimmer than usual. She's just walking, unaware of your presence. Roll a stealth check for me,
Okay,
please.
I want to keep 100 feet away from her.
Oh, you're easily at this moment 100 feet away.
So
Does he get advantage because he's invisible?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll accept it. Fuck yeah, I'll accept it. So.
How much?
14.
All right.
was a
You
7.
make your
Even
Yeah,
so.
you make your stealth save. So you're here's how we're gonna do this. It's going to be on a stealth token system. You have 4 tokens. Every time you fail a stealth check,
Okay.
you're going to lose a token.
Okay.
If all of your tokens are gone, then you will be out of stealth. So you can fail 4 times.
Okay.
At this moment, you didn't fail, so you can still follow her. She's walking through the woods, and at this point, she arrived at, let's say, a more dense area of the forest.
Mhm.
And as she stopped, she goes behind her cart and lifts it up. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
Okay.
You lift it up.
19.
Okay.
Oh, let's fucking go.
You maintain your composure and you don't let your outside emotions take control over you as you see that the corpses inside the cart are women mostly and children.
Oof.
And you see
Just to
her.
interrupt, can we get more music?
I'm keeping it quiet for a reason.
Fucking hell.
Okay. All right. So,
I'm still trying
okay.
to keep an eye or an ear on everything around us just in case.
There's nothing around you yet. There's nothing around you yet.
Yeah.
It's just her. She's there.
Okay.
So, okay. All right. She grabs an arm from the corpses, rips it apart, starts consuming the blood and the flesh as you see her mouth deform as she is eating it, and just says, delicious. Ah, marrow of them fantastic. Oh, I should get some more. Ah, no time. Puts the tarp back, goes to the front, and starts going again. Roll a stealth saving throw.
Stealth check.
Yeah, stealth check, sorry.
13.
Okay, you keep all of your tokens again. You can follow her unabated. You keep pace with her at a distance of 100 feet. And she is now, she made about, you followed her for about 90 feet of distance away from the Wizard of the Wines at this point. And she entered into an area where it's like a clearing of trees. It's just some grass. And she starts to look around her and starts weaving some signs into the air, and a raven comes out of the sky. A crow comes out of the sky and lands on her arm. She says something to the crow. You can hear her, but you can only hear her whispering something. It's not really legible. It's in a kind of a language you don't really understand.
Okay.
You have heard Ife speak it in her sleep, so it might be Druidic language. Okay. At this point, the raven flies off, and she picks up her cart and starts walking again. You see that the raven that flew off is going in towards the castle, towards the castle, the Strahd's castle.
Okay.
So it heads over there. Do you still want to keep following her?
How long have I been following her?
At this point, it's been maybe 30 minutes.
I am heading back.
You're long gone.
Okay.
She moves really slowly.
Yeah, I mean, she moves pretty fast for an old lady carrying a cart, but not that fast.
Yeah, 90 feet in half an hour.
Yeah, and she also kind of stopped for a snack and, give a report.
Okay. I go back to the house. I don't want to face her alone.
Roll a stealth check.
11.
You have advantage because you're still in stealth, so you're still invisible.
18.
18. All right. You walk through the forest and you see shadows in not in the trees, in between the trees. They do not notice you. The shadows seem to slowly move towards the Wizard of the Wines.
Can I see what the shadows are?
Okay. I'll do an investigation check.
15.
15. Okay. I'll allow you to get closer to one of the shadows to see them better. They are moving very, very slowly. As far as your well, let's say investigation goes, you identify that they're the source of the unusual darkness of the night. The fact that they are moving so slow is simply tied to the time. They're moving with the night. So as long as it's, nighttime, they can move. The moment the sun comes up, they will vanish. So you do realize that they're only moving with the night. The only movement that they can make is based on the night time. That's why they're not moving very fast. They're moving very slow, minute by minute. It's like 5 feet a minute.
5 feet per minute. And they are, 100 feet from the houses?
Yeah, more or less.
Fuck, it's not enough time.
And these are her minions, are they? Do we know that, or not sure?
I mean, You're not sure if these are her minions exactly. They might be. You've never seen her make any actions that. I mean, the party have never seen her in combat or do anything creepy besides Vorn now.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay, I'm running to the house.
Okay.
Stealthily, because I don't want to break the invisibility.
Alright, so you're back.
Yeah, and I'll tell them everything that I saw.
Cool.
The thing of she eating blood, the conversation with the crow, and the specters that they're moving into the house, right?
They're moving towards the Wizarded Wines, yes.
So,
as far as you can tell, they've been trying to go over there for a long time, but they can only move while it's night, and they can only move with the passage of time.
But it's around 5 feet per minute.
Yeah.
Which gives us like 20 minutes before they arrive.
And it's been already half an hour, so it's half past midnight at this point.
Do you know how many there were?
There were quite a lot. You saw about 25 or 30 shadows.
I think we should leave. We can definitely outrun them.
Yeah. They're coming just from one direction at this point, so.
Okay, so let's get everybody ready to leave. And I'll go to the. So half an hour. So it took me half an hour to get the 90 feet.
Yeah.
After but then coming back,
I mean, you were following on Baba Lisaga's pace. You can definitely go back faster, way faster than that.
That's what I was thinking. I still have around 25 minutes of invisibility. It's 1 hour.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna run while they are getting everybody ready to move. I'm gonna run on the main road to see if I see any shadows. Also, if they are surrounding us or not. That's the idea.
Okay, I'll let you do that. But if you want to keep your invisibility while running at full speed, roll a stealth check, but this time with no advantage. Okay. Because normally you have an advantage and a disadvantage, so they both cancel out. Just roll normally.
Okay.
Oof.
It's 12.
12. That's barely enough to keep you invisible from. I mean, your invisibility kind of like shimmers in and out, but it's not that perceptible to the shadows around you, so they still don't notice you, and you can walk past them just fine until you get back to the Wizarded Wines.
Is there any shadows on the main road?
No. No, they're simply moving through the forest.
Okay, but because on the map there's also forest on the side of the main road.
Yeah.
Curious
but that area, for some reason, there's no shadows coming from the road.
Okay, so I'll go back to the Wizard of the Wines, tell them everything that I noticed, and we might have a way out. Although we will have to sleep in the middle of the woods during the night.
All right, what's your decision?
Or we just keep going, like, maybe we scrap the idea of sleeping tonight and we try and find somewhere else for tomorrow.
So I keep moving.
Sleeping in the woods sounds. Yeah.
Okay. I want to try something with the fucking shadows.
Me too. So I'm awake at this point, and I talk with Vorn, and I kind of ask him about the shadows, about the shades. I want to identify what type of monsters, creatures they are, based on his description. Can I do that?
Sure.
Can I?
What kind of a monster they are?
Like, hey, DM.
Sorry, I was thinking of some other things. Yeah. 1 sec. Let me just pull up the character sheets
Cool.
so I can tell you exactly. Um, okay, you see that those shadows are actually in a class of creatures called shades. So they are creatures that are touched by death. They're usually found at, I mean, this is when Vorn mentioned that the shadows are similar to shades. Um, Farron, your nature as a paladin tells you that these creatures are touched by death, and they're usually found at night because sunlight harms them greatly. They congregate like moths around a flame to places touched by death, especially desecrated grounds and shadow crossings leading to the Shadowfell. So you know that getting rid of a shade is no easy task. Even if its form is destroyed, it will reform shortly after. To end the specters once and for all, you must find its remains. And to make certain that the shade will never return, you gotta spread a pound of salt on the remains and set the corpse on fire. Salt can otherwise be used as a powerful supernatural cleanser against shades, preventing them to cross a line traced with it.
So I relay all that. It's like these things are just going to keep popping back up.
Yeah.
Wow, dude,
I
you
really think
sound
we
like
should
an
go.
encyclopedia, man.
So, if I understood correctly, they cannot enter consecrated grounds. Is that it?
Yep. Yep.
So we should be safe here because the
No,
grounds
Where's
are
consecrated
consecrated
ground?
by the gems.
That's right.
not consecration.
I mean, it's magical
Are they
consecration in a sense,
being
but
rocks?
yeah. I mean, the magic makes the land be.
I cast detect magic.
All right.
The
Okay.
rock
Cool.
fell.
Oh my God. Okay. You realize that the land is indeed infused with magical power comparable to a divine blessing. It might as well be consecrated.
Okay. Wow,
So
Oh
that
well,
means
so we
I'm
go
safe.
sleep then.
that's nice.
I'm gonna keep a watch for a few hours because I only need to rest like 4 hours per night. So you guys go to
Okay.
sleep, and I'll keep an eye on things just to see if the shadows are getting closer or not. And if I see that they are not actually entering the grounds of the Wizard of the Wines, when I feel that, okay, in 4 hours I need to be awake, then I go to sleep.
All right. So you guys are trying to take your long rest
Yep.
now.
Hell yeah.
Continue.
Okay.
Trying.
The shades come in closer to the Wizard of the Wines. Who's on watch now?
Me.
Was Vorn.
Okay. Vorn, you take a look outside the Shadow of the Wines, and you see the shades coming in now in clear sight. As they're approaching the house, you see that they all stop as they simply form a line and they enter and they simply form a line surrounding the place. They cannot enter, but they're slowly moving in,
So
surrounding
they
the
are
place.
surrounding us. So they are surrounding the terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll keep a
We're still
watch.
just like sleeping.
Yeah, you guys are all sleeping. I'm watching this. Uh,
Yeah.
although although I am panicking with this,
Yeah, I
Vorn
could
is
imagine you'd be like,
Vorn. No, Vorn is really calm because, well, he's from the Underdark, so we're safe,
okay.
certainly. But I'm panicking with this. Um, okay, do I feel that, do I see that they are keeping a distance because they cannot?
Yeah. They cannot fucking get any closer. They're stopped by something and
Okay,
they can't go forward, so they're trying to find like cracks in the armor to go through, but they just keep going,
okay,
circling
I'll start
everything.
doing a perimeter check. So always go going around the house, keeping an
All
eye
right.
on all the shadows.
Okay.
Yep.
The shadows seem to give up circling, and they start retreating back to a singular point, almost as if they want to go back in single file returning. They're not all gone, but they're slowly grouping back together, back to the same point where they arrived.
Okay.
Okay, there is one more roll that I can do in order to call this thing done. Okay. All right.
Oh, cool.
Fuck.
Nice reaction, bro.
Okay. The shades go in a group in the place where they first arrived at the scene, and they just stay there. Vorn, do you want to do something?
How far away are they from me?
I mean, if you're circling the perimeter, they're maybe what 60 feet away. Oh, Vlad,
No, I'm
still
here.
there? Okay. Yeah.
So I'm 60 feet away from them.
Yep.
Just because, fuck it, I want to see what happens. I'm gonna cast dancing lights 120 feet away from me. So if the guys are like I'm here, the guys are in front of me, and 60 feet behind them, I'll cast dancing lights.
Okay.
Basically, it's 4 bubbles of light that appears in the middle of nowhere.
Is this going to work? It is working. You start hearing some noise after you cast your cantrip. The shadows are perturbed by the light and they coalesce. Crows start circling the Wizard of the Wines.
Fuck!
You hear a bell ringing in the forest. The crows are getting louder, and the chant starts chanting. Ooh, the situation is not great. Not great at all. In the darkness of the night, all of you start seeing that the entire Wizard of the Wines is surrounded by druids. They all appear masked by the shadows, as they were invisibly coated by them. As they all raise their staffs, the earth below the Wizard of the Wines starts to raise. The place rises higher and higher as you all start feeling the earth break and the building fly up into the air.
Is this still
What do you guys
concentrated?
wanna do?
I'm gonna run back to the house and wake up everybody.
So we had a short.
Yeah, no, at this point it's a full rest. Everybody else had enough time to rest.
Oh, fuck.
So you guys are back.
Except me. That was
so
awake.
No, I'll give you the full rest too. Under the rest, but still a full rest.
We're
I'll
so
give it
back.
to you because you literally played this so good. I'll call it just for inspiration's sake. It's fine. You play everybody. Vorn, you played
You rested
right in my
while
hands. I love this.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
That was
Wake
your
up.
rest. You were
I wake up from my sleep and I say, dude, I had the weirdest dream. These druids showed up, surrounded the house, and then they kind of lift the whole place
It's not a
up. like,
fucking dream. Get up. We need to get out of here now.
wait, what? And then kind of I kind of feel the vibe, like the house shaking, right? Like, holy shit, was not a dream.
I'm running up the house to wake up the two
I'm up.
were ravens that are there.
The ravens are there, and they come down spooked as fuck. As they come down, they face you all, and they say, "Oh no, this is worse than I feared. Brother, we need to perform the ritual."
Oh.
Ritual?
Yes, you do. You need help.
And
Wait, what
the druid's ritual is still ongoing, but the were-ravens, you see them both face each other. The crows are still crowing. The druids are still, casting. The land keeps lifting, and at this point, it starts flying towards the forest. Slowly.
Okay. How far away are the druids from the end of the ground being lifted?
60 feet in the air at this point.
Can I ask you a question? Now that we're up in the air, is this patch of land?
Yeah. The entire consecrated place was lifted by roots initially, and then they were severed as druidic magic just makes it fly higher and higher.
So they are 60 feet away
at this
from
moment.
The edge of the terrain. I'm going to the edge of the terrain and start shooting bolts.
Yeah, me too. I'm casting Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Anybody else wants to take a turn in casting anything or attacking?
Can't cast bullshit. I would if I was close to them.
I'm good. I go take a chair and sit down and kind of read through my grimoire, and I'm going to ponder mode.
Okay.
Go help just perform the ritual.
And at the same time, I'm looking at the druids performing the ritual.
Okay. Can you roll a Arcana check for me, please?
Yes. That should be my specialty. Holy shit, that's a 26.
I love this. Fantastic. You notice that their chant is not number related. Even if you kill them, the spell won't fail. It's fueled by life. So if they die, it's only going to get stronger.
Oh.
They are sacrifices in order to get this spell to work. They will die at the moment they started chanting this.
And that's the were ravens.
No. That's the druids down at the bottom.
At the bottom, okay.
You see the were ravens blow into their horns, and as they do that, they turn into their bestial were raven form as they fly into the air, right? Crisscrossing each other as they stop. They thrum in a guttural sound as you hear chanting from above. At that time, multiple were-ravens pop out as if behind the clouds as they fall down, landing on the platform that is now in the air. You see there are about 15 or 20 were-ravens now with you as the two brothers in the air crisscrossing. They eventually meet up and cut each other as their blood falls to the ground in a misty rain. The other were-ravens go into sort of a frenzy as they chant and dance, moving through the blood. You see that whatever was staining the ground, their blood, starts to form a portal.
But wait, the ravens make a portal?
Yep.
Side? Or can we tell if they...
Man,
This
people
ritual
back
they're
home
doing-
are not gonna believe this. Holy shit.
I have no idea
can we
what to
talk
do.
Can we talk to any of the were-ravens?
Where's the old man of the little wine?
You see that one of the were-ravens dancing and shouting is the old man.
Okay. Where does that portal lead?
He doesn't listen to you. He's
Fuck
in a
off!
trance. Nobody answers.
Can I try to analyze the portal to kind of see where it would go?
Sure, roll an Arcana check.
18.
And
Jump in.
Alucard, you can try to do a intimidation check if you want to maybe force an answer out of them. And for you, Blue Flame, for your 18, you realize that this is a portal that will take you, most likely as you're peering inside, into a safe haven for were-ravens.
All right, I relay this information to the other guys. I tell them, so if my magic senses are not wrong, and they never are, for the record, this takes us to a safe place. So, do we take our chances or we die here?
I think I trust you, Blue Flame.
I rolled a 17 for intimidation on the crow, so
Okay.
I'll boom my voice and make myself be heard.
Okay. You
Where does this
boom
take
your so the old man is there. It's like, just go through, safe.
Thorn, let's go. Guys, come on.
Yeah, I jump in.
Can I?
All right. Farron jumps in first.
I'm the last to jump in.
Can I do a backflip?
Roll an athletics check.
Yeah.
No, acrobatics. Acrobatics. Sorry.
Is it laid on the ground or is it vertical?
It's flat on the ground.
That's an 11.
You start with a backflip, but as you fall, who knows?
Yeah, I'll just jump on my feet.
All right.
Do we
Vaughn,
see? Do I see the were-raven starting to go also to the portal?
They're still performing the ritual. It looks like if they stop, the portal stops.
Okay, before I go in, I'll go to the dancing old guy, and I'll just ask him, are you coming through the portal also?
Just go. We will come.
I'll go through the portal.
Dude, that's so cool.
All right. You jump in through the portal as the last one there. And as the brothers that were circling in the air start spinning, they meet at the same point and kind of fall in the same spiral into the portal behind you. All of the ravens, they scratch the earth around the portal to kind of disturb the blood, and the portal starts shrinking. In a spiral manner, they all jump inside the portal behind you as it closes. And you're gone.
And then we have a Stargate moment.
Yeah, at this point, you're kind of like hazing into the portal. It's the first arcane transport that you've all taken, so I'll ask every one of you to roll a constitution check.
Well,
Not
I've kind of been teleported.
Besides Alucard. Sorry. I almost forgot about that.
Check or saving throw?
19.
19. All right, 19 for Farron. Cool.
21.
It's
21 for Blue Flame. Cool.
It's a check or a saving throw?
Check.
Constitution check. So 14.
All right. So you see the portal opening. It's also in the ground. So as you were exiting with your feet, you kind of jump on the exterior. Farron comes in first, lands on his feet just fine, doesn't feel sick at all, walks it off like a champ. in comes Blue Flame mid-flip, and he kind of like comes out head first, not toe first, and you land on your shoulders because you kind of like did this and just roll over for a bit. And then followed by Alucard and Vorn. You both land perfectly fine, not sick at all good. And then the were-ravens just fly in and jump around you. So everybody landed just fine. Where you are? Hold up. Where was the map? Where was it?
The map, the Barovia map.
Yeah, Look
It's,
at.
it's
I
in
see the
general.
map. Okay, you guys take a look at the map. I'll tell you exactly where you've landed. Da. Okay, you guys landed next to a place called Yester Hill. Let me just find the number on the map for Yester Hill. And I'll also give you
Near
a map.
H.
Near H?
Yeah, H.
H.
Oh no, that's Air Falls. Never mind.
That's Air Falls. No.
Yester Hills. Is that even on the map?
I think it might just be a letter.
Yeah, it's possible that it's just a letter.
This is the map of the place, but you're not there exactly. You're close to the woods.
So maybe it's the Y on the main map.
It could be. Just give me a sec. I'll tell you exactly. I'm just looking at the DM version of the main map.
Kind of looks like that's.
Yeah, it feels like the.
Yeah, that's it. Cause even the like opening matches on the big map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Y. So yeah, you've appeared at Yester Hill. It's the Y dot on the main map.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are close to the. You see the dotted line that goes between the W and the Y.
Yeah.
You guys are close to the entrance of that dot. Technically, on the main map, the entire area that surrounds the W, like the clear space and those like two patches of forest above and below the W, that's all in the air now. Like that place is a crater, and the earth that was there is now floating above it.
So that's where we were before.
That's where you were before at the W, and now you're at the Y.
All right.
You're not exactly on. I pasted the map of the area in general, so you can take a look at what's here. But you're not exactly here. You're close to the main road, main entrance, main road, kind of like in the forest a bit.
So we are on the upper right corner of the map.
Exactly, upper right corner of the map. That's right.
Are there were ravens around?
Yes, all the were-ravens, all 15 of them, including ones that you did not see at the Wizard of the Wines, they're here with you. You see the two young were-ravens the brothers that were with you at the Wizard of the Wines. They're hurt because they've had to shed blood for the ritual. And you see that they're still panting, kind of like clutching their arms a little bit. And the old man that was at the Wizard of the Wines is just tending to them.
We're not that far.
I'll go to the old man that is attending to the kids. And first I'll ask if he needs any help, so I can transporting the kids to a safer place. And secondly, I'll ask, are we safe here?
The old man turns to you and says, "Nay, laddie, we're nearly safe. This would be the closest place that I could bring you, because I know my sons have told me what you found out after your investigation with your prisoner. Since he ain't here, is we left him back. I think I may know exactly where's the place that you need to get in order to find that grove. It's somewhere within the forest around this hill. Yester Hill is a powerful druidic circle, and some of the druids, good and bad, consider this place a holy land. So I think that if any grove was hidden, it should be in the forests around here, as it most definitely takes power from this place.
I lay on the grass and I start thinking. Like, kind of try to take everything in.
Mm-hmm.
I look up to the sky and say, loud enough to be heard, it would be nice to have our druid with us now.
It will.
Yeah, how will she find us now?
Oh, fuck my dice. Sorry, one sec. Got it. Ooh, not 20.
Sure.
Or what?
You guys, you're nothing.
Fuck. Do I see the top of the hill? From where we are, can I see the rocks that appear on the map?
Yeah, you do.
How big do they... I mean, how tall do they appear to be?
One square is 50 feet, so you can see that these are quite massive structures.
Holy shit.
One square is 50 feet?
Yeah,
Yeah, one
I
square is
didn't
50. Look at the
notice.
map. Look at the map.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck! This is massive.
This place is huge.
Man, we're working with fucking acres here. Shit.
Okay, I'll turn to the main raven.
Mm-hmm. The old guy.
Yeah, the old guy, and I'll ask him, what are you going to do now?
Well, we're gonna tend to our lad, and I know that we tasked you all to bring us our gems back, but seeing as Ballet Saga just keeps making the situation worse and worse, we're thinking if the land's even worth it. I mean, hell, she raised it up in the air. It's supposed to be protected, but without those crystals, I'm afraid that there's nary a thing we can do. We'll just lose our home, and the only good thing that can ever grow in Barovia. Listen, I don't want to have more people die because of this. So if you want, you can get them back. You can help us, but know this: if you die, that would be your choice. We're prepared to release you from your bonds with us. Consider your promise fulfilled.
We were just attacked by, 50 druids? Who just casually lived a whole house. So it's a bit above our pay grade, I would say. Not that we're being paid.
Well, I never really made any deal in the first place, so
yeah.
Kind of.
Well, but against Trods, it's not really much difference. So
How much do y'all know about Babali Saga?
we know Saga was the nanny of Strahd long ago, like
Aye, so you do know something.
200.
Not sure if you all noticed, but she is a powerful, powerful creature. Well, she's one that's been touched by his dark powers. And what twisted fates happened to her? She was very capable druid before this whole catastrophe happened in Barovia. And the fact that she had this obsession, nay, desperate clutch on the ruler of this land simply because, look, listen, she never had children, but she was obsessed by them. She always used to play with the kids in the grove. She always used to tend to the children, to all of their needs. And since the king before Strahd wanted someone with, let's say, a motherly approach, they hired her thinking she would be a perfect match. Someone to teach Strahd the ways of the world and also to be tender and caring to him. How she got so twisted is a sad tale, but nevertheless, she is a creature to be careful of, to be wary of, because as twisted as she is, as powerful she is as well. I don't think that you'll have to face her to get the gems, but obviously she has command of quite a powerful force. Now, if you're intending to do something about the gems, I think that the ritual that they performed on the Wizard of the Wines is something that will, let's say, distract their forces quite a bit, because most likely she sacrificed a lot of lives to get that done. And that was only to lift the place off as its consecrated ground. Their forces might be thinner now if the ritual is over. So whether it's a moment to strike on the ones that do her bidding, perhaps it might be now.
Whose lives is she sacrificing? Just like the shades, or
The Shades are just a foot soldier, but the druids that were hidden by them, those were the sacrifice. Because the spell she cast to lift the entire Wizard of the Wines required life in order for it to be performed. To cast such a heavy incantation, bending the rules of the earth, that's something that only Strahd could do, or only someone with Strahd blessed could perform. And even that has a cost. Binding souls that change the shape of the world is something that is very taxing.
I'm gonna tell him, although Blue Flame will probably be able to explain it better, I'll tell them exactly what we are looking for, the twisted tree where Blue Flame saw the druids chanting. If he ever saw something like that close to where we are, and if he has available 4 druids that could recite the incantation so that we could try to enter the archdruid place.
I follow up on what Vorn said, and I actually show him the incantation because I wrote it in my notebook, and I also try to recite what I can, kind of pronounce from it. And I ask him if he's familiar with it.
The place is not familiar to me, no, but I can give you 4 of my men with you, for my sons. They can stay with you and help you discover whatever is hiding this grove. You can sign them up. This is like out of character. You can sign them up like hirelings. You can play them if you want. Like you can get a character sheet. I'll send you some character sheets for druids, and you can use them to play in combat if you'd like, or you can let me play them. How do you guys prefer?
I think I want to keep
Personally-
them safe because we need them to open the freaking gates.
Okay. So you don't want to treat them as hirelings? Just let them be a part of the story and not participate in combat? It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think
I'd like
that's
them
my
to
preference.
All right.
help. I
Tom?
wouldn't want to control them myself. I'll
Yeah.
leave them to you.
I mean,
Okay.
they are their own spirits, which means your spirit.
You're mine. Cool. All right then. We'll leave it at that then. I'll make the decisions and roll for them and all that. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright,
So hirelings in the future are just going to be on my end in case you guys ever want to invite NPCs to your party to do anything. I'll just play them.
right, cool.
Speaking on NPCs,
Yeah.
is the
That's
girl
fun.
still with us? Oh, yeah, she's still with us. Oh, fuck.
She's still with us, and so is Pugsley.
Oh, fucking
What
well,
girl?
the dog.
Is that the
In
dog
case
that
you,
cried
in
down?
case you,
Whatever the name.
I don't remember her name.
Elena Stalniovich, some shit like that.
Something.
Yes, she's still around, but she's been very absent to the party.
Yeah, apparently.
Not because I forgot to play her. Something.
And not because we all forgot about her.
Yeah.
Let's
just say that she was camping outside the Wizard of the Wines because she was kind of freaked out by her last encounter with Strahd. And we'll leave it there. She's around, but not with you at the moment.
But she's around with us.
No, last time you saw her was camping at the edge of the Wizard of the Wines.
Okay, I know what the druid is doing.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
I mean, that's all that there is to it. Okay, so, cool. It's 11:15 for me. Do you guys still want to keep going, or should we leave it for the night?
For me,
I feel like it's a good. I feel like it's a good checkpoint.
Okay.
To end it, let's do a vote.
I'll go for an hour at least.
Yeah, I could play for another hour.
Okay.
Do you want to go for a smoke?
Yeah. I'm also good, but I want a break.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a 15-minute break and we'll come back.
Cool.
Bueno.
In a bit.
I will be right back. Welcome back, Tom.
Hey, Tom, you're late.
Don't worry about it. I was saying maybe you fell in the toilet, but you're fine.
I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, no, we cannot hear him. Oh, no, wait.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool. I think we're all good. Alright then. So, the were-ravens are with you. They're taking care of their wounds. And the old man from the Wizard of the Wines told you that was talking to you. You can take 4 misons with you, and they'll help you with your ritual. That wouldn't be a problem. I know the place that you're talking about might not be something that I have an inkling about, but it's got to be close by. So you can try to search the woods around here. Perhaps you'll find something that'll take you to that hidden entrance. I doubt that it's very far from here.
I asked the druid if he knows about Mephistopheles.
That's a natural 1.
Holy fucking shit. That's a big D20. Holy shit.
Not sure what you're talking. Was that common language? What was that in?
Demon Lord, kind of demon of magic, rules one of the circles of hell.
Yeah.
very cold place, kind of ice. Yeah, you know.
Cold.
Sorry,
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like the one that I'm thinking of. No. I do know someone that's with it's a name, right? Right?
Yeah,
Mephistophelo, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I do know someone like that. They're someone that um oh, I was thinking of someone, but it just slipped out of my mind. Sorry, lad.
Do you
Am I
know
nearby? Can I do an
anyone that
insight
might
check on
know
that?
about Mephistopheles?
All right, Tom, go ahead.
I was saying, can I do an insight check on that? I'm saying, oh, it just slipped out of my mind.
Yeah, you can roll an insight check on that. Sure. Blue Flame, what did you say?
Do you know anyone else that might know about Mephistopheles?
All right, I'll answer that after.
It's a 1 or a 20.
It's a 20! Oh my god! Tom, you're on fire today. Okay. He is not lying, but something's weird going on with him. You don't know if he's being manipulated, controlled, but there's definitely something messing with him. You've seen that doesn't seem to be a very normal response. It's not natural to you.
I ask Alakar. I kind of go to him and whisper to use detect magic on the druid to see if there's anything.
Alakar seems to be wandering away in his thoughts.
But he's
really
not.
listen to
He's
you.
not here. That but
No. I mean, Alakar seems to be, having his mind wandering away. He seems to be thinking of, I don't know, electric sheep.
I have detect magic. I could do detect magic.
Sure. Go ahead.
I was asking him because he doesn't waste spell slots.
Maybe I'll wait for him then.
Because I also have detect
got
all,
three spell slots.
but he can do it.
I casted Alucard cast detect magic.
Is there a check that I need to perform on that one?
Let me see.
I don't think so.
Okay. I rolled a 3, so.
You can
Alakar,
to see if faint around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. You don't sense anything nearby you, but you did notice that whenever Mephistopheles' name is mentioned out loud, there's a pulse of magic coming from the old guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the old guy.
The old guy. The old were-raven.
So not the
Mephistophelies.
Yeah.
He's just gonna start blinking. Right. And I look him in the eye.
You look at the old man you were talking to the druids, which are his son. They're also were-ravens, but the old man is there. You're looking at him.
And so far, who have I been talking to about Mephistopheles? It was not the old man.
It was the druids.
And isn't the old man also a druid?
No, he's a were-raven, but he's not a druid.
All right. No. Okay, so then I go to the old man and I say, "Hey, does the name Mephistopheles sounds familiar to you?"
Nay, doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure about that?
Quite sure.
Because every time I say Mephistopheles and I see the aura around him, Pain or revolves around you. Care
I
to
got no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
nothing?
To.
You're hiding something.
Are you
I'll,
accusing me of something, Paladin?
Flicker my eyes and try to intimidate him to say the real, what he really, well,
What
the
it
truth.
is? Okay.
But we do thank you for saving us, but you do owe us for, well, a couple hours ago. I believe it's in your best interest to tell us the truth. And I shine my eyes.
Okay, roll an intimidation check.
Okay,
Wouldn't that be
15
persuasion
plus
though?
5.
No, he said he wanted to intimidate him.
Oh, okay, cool.
How much?
15 plus 5.
Holy shit.
That's a dirty 20. Nice. You see him go, you may have some truth in your words, but I couldn't tell you even if I wanted to. And he looks straight at Blue Flame and flashes his wrist to show you a symbol similar to yours.
Do I see that exchange?
You do, yes.
Turn to Blue Flame and say, what's that about?
Don't worry about it. I
No.
approach him.
Worry about it. What's the deal with that?
I can ignore the rest of the party, and I approach the old man, and I put my hand on his shoulders, kind of take him aside a bit, turn him around to the other people, and I also show him my brand, right, which is similar to his. I tell him, look, we're in this together. I'm searching for a very specific thing that he did not specify what it is. Do you know what he asked me to look for?
Can I be trying to eavesdrop as well?
It's a natural 1.
Oh, fuck off! Really?
You know nothing. You don't
You can eavesdrop if you want to, but roll a perception check to see if you're, if you could. Wait, no, perception. No, it's not perception.
I think it's 16 I rolled.
Perception.
With bonus.
You know what? Let's just go with perception. You're perceptive enough to listen to their conversation, so you do hear what Blue Flame is asking, and you also hear the old man saying, "We might have been tasked by the same creature, but my task is different than yours. I can't say anymore."
I tried to intimidate him.
All right. What do you do to intimidate him?
Where's my fucking book? I have my I have my right arm on his shoulder, and take my grimoire out, and it opens and it starts glowing, and I tell him, and I kind of point a finger to his temple, and I tell him, look, don't want to hurt you, but let's hypothetically say that I cast Chain Lightning at this moment with my finger to your head. And now, keep in mind, Chain Lightning, a very powerful spell, 6-level spell. You can't really, counterspell that. I mean, yes, maybe you might be old, but you probably cannot counterspell that. Anyway, Chain Lightning, very bad. What about you tell me what I want to know, and we not do anything bad.
All right, roll an intimidation roll.
All right, boys, it's all or nothing. I'm going to kill myself if I fail this.
What's intimidation with charisma?
Vorn doesn't seem too concerned with that remark.
Yeah, I rolled an 18. Let's go.
All right. Okay. You tell that to him. He seems to start sweating. You can feel some beads of sweat going around your finger where you have it pressed against his head. And the
moment he dies.
Sorry. Okay. So the moment he starts to say, well, what I have to, and you see the emblem on his wrist start glowing, and he's like, what I have to do is, and you see it start to spread, and he starts heaving, and he's like,
So we would have been this, right? If he's screaming.
yeah, you guys are now seeing this, like
Okay.
that struggle.
I'm grabbing my crossbow, pointing it at Blue Flame, and tell him to stop doing whatever he is doing because he's clearly torturing the old guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Blue Flame, you might want to step away and explain what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
I turn to Warren and kind of tell him,
hold
like,
on.
Okay.
Before you say anything, you hear the pain in the guy's arm seems to echo, and your finger, your brand is here. It starts glowing as well, and you're in pain. You take 6 points damage.
Holy fucking shit.
As there's a fire going through your veins.
So we see him like wincing now as well.
You see him now, his hand is there, and he starts sweating, and then there's a blue glow coming from his hands, and you like
the old guy.
So you're both in pain.
Grab him, pull him off, the old guy.
Sure, why not? Do you want to take Blue Flame? Do you want to pick him up?
Yeah, grapple him.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Is that against my strength,
yes,
or how does it work?
It's against your strength.
Okay, that's
I rolled, but I've got +4, so it's a 9 from me.
9, okay.
My strength is an 8.
Okay, you kind of like take a few steps forward and just grab him by the cloak and just pull him a little bit so that he kind of like fumbles a bit but follows in your direction.
Yeah, and I said, "What are you doing?"
And
what is going on?
You're still in pain. Try to remember that.
I kind of, while in pain, I kind of snap out of it, of like my very narrow-minded approach to trying to get the information of that guy, and I kind of like try to collect myself, like, whew. Yeah, sorry about that. Oof. Don't worry about it.
Question.
And then I turn to Vorn and I point at him with my kind of like hurting hand that's glowing, and I point like this, like, no, this one, and I tell him, "You're one to talk for torturing people." And then I turn at
if we're going to travel together and fight together, I need to know that I can trust you.
Well, I need to know if I can trust you, because since I've been here, all I've been doing is clean up after all of you. I arrived here being followed by fucking monsters that were after you, and I got mixed up with y'all, and now I got teleported here while that happened, which I don't know. By the looks of it, was a fucking 9th level spell, for all I know. And now I'm here, and this druid guy is asking y'all to help, and what am I supposed to do?
You don't torture the guy that is helping you. That's for one. If you want to compare, I was taking information from our enemies that were trying to attack us, while you are attacking an ally, and that's a big difference between you and me.
I am not attacking anyone, and I want to be accused by a drow.
Sorry, what?
Right into it.
And I'm starting to heat up, right? Because my character has very strong emotions, but the pain kind of reminds me to like keep cool and take a take a deep breath and go, right. I do understand that if we're gonna stick together, maybe we need to be honest with each other. But what I want you to know for now is that I was not hurting him. Whatever affected him also affected me, as we're kind of bound by the same thing. All I was trying to do was
The
get...
old man turns towards you and kind of puts his hands on Blue Flame's shoulder, leans him closer, and just says, "Aye, the lad speaks truth. Maybe he didn't mean it. He doesn't understand, but all I can say, probably on his behalf, is that we're bound to perform a task for which we're forbidden to speak. I cannot say any more."
Ah, I see.
I
And,
see this.
So-
Did I manage to see, at least on Blue Flame, the same mark that we have?
You saw the same glow because when they were turning back,
Yeah.
when Blue Flame was talking to the old were-raven and interrogating him, you saw a blue glow coming from his side. And after he started wincing in pain, you saw the same blue glow on Blue Flame's hand over here. You did not see the symbol, but you saw the light.
I saw the light. Sorry.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Okay, so I still didn't saw that he has the same symbol as us.
So far, only Farron saw the symbols. Whether he chooses to share, it's up to him.
I think I'd say at this point, so are those symbols what prevent you from telling us your mission?
Well, want to give that a try?
I mean...
And the old man says, nods. And he just nods. He doesn't say a word. Nods and shuts.
And
I have the same symbol and nothing happened to me yet. And my mission is very clear.
You also have a symbol from Mephistopheles?
Yeah.
We all do.
Besides Farron and Blue Flame, I assume Alucard and Vorn, you would like to show your symbol?
Yeah, sure. I'll show my
So
symbol.
they put down their clothing.
Mine is here.
Yeah, they put down their clothing.
Didn't even pick.
If you guys, out of character, if you guys go to general, I do believe I have put the symbol in as a picture.
I think so.
Let me just find it. Or was it in resources?
Somewhere.
I don't think I have.
It's in resources. I'll just copy it. And I'll put it in general again so that everybody can see it. More. How do I don't think I can forward this.
Oh, it's the kunai.
Yeah, it's that
kunai.
thing.
Why can't I find it anywhere?
You know what? I'll just do this. If you click on that, sorry, not in the dice tray. If you click on this chat message, you should see it in the general chat. So that's how it looks. Do you guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So they have that.
They have that on their shoulder, but it's different than your mark and the old man's mark.
So you all have
the same mark.
a similar mark, but is it similar but different? Is that what?
It's not similar. Like it's a completely different mark. The etching might have been done in the same way, but marks.
So Blue Flame's mark is different from mine.
Let's talk about your mark.
Fuck, I'm losing connection.
Hey, Tom.
Hello?
I can hear you.
I think Discord is dying.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's good. We're back. We're back.
No,
Go
we're
ahead.
back. I gotta go. I go back to laying on the grass, right?
Yeah, you can. Sure.
And I tell them, look, when I got pulled in hell earlier that day, I was given a mission. I cannot tell you what it is, otherwise I'll probably fucking die. It's
Please do tell us what your mission is.
and I reach into my pocket and wait, I think I have something that might explain it. And oh yeah, here it is. And then I go back to what I was
Funny
saying.
guy.
I cannot tell you more, but all I can say is that you. Well,
So
maybe trusting is a big word, but
like,
huh?
You and Mephistopheles, like, that's what you're saying?
It's like, man, I wished would maybe. Besides the point, all I can say is that I'm not gonna be against you. Maybe. I don't know. I do not know what he wants me to do. And while I'm kind of getting carried away with an explanation, my hand starts to hurt again because I almost like went into it, and then I kind of stopped myself. Say, I cannot say more. Well, just leave it at this. I'll try to stick with you for now to have probably more chance of surviving this hellish place. But we're not cool for now.
Oh, we're not cool at all. Don't worry.
I completely ignore your comment. And then I open my book and while I'm laying down I put it on my face like this and just sit
The
there.
old man just shuffles a little bit in pain and approaches Bourne. Kind of like, lad, is it okay if I put my hand on your shoulder? Let an old man rest for a second.
Well, it's already there, so sure.
Puts his hands and says, listen, and I want you all to listen to this thing. This was given to me. I asked for it. Now, he may not have asked, but what gave this to me has allowed me to protect my family. Now, I'm not saying that whatever his task, it's not like mine. It's why I couldn't tell him more. And it's not like whoever put this on him wants the worst for you. I'm sure you know where he went, and when he came back, he was more strange than normal. Do you agree on that? And you kind of like reminisce on what happened to him when he came back from Mephistopheles' place. You remember that he was acting weird and wincing in pain at that time as well. All I can say is
acting weird since ever.
You have the same progenitor of the mark. If he is helping you, then it's the same person that gave it to him. He's just more qualified to do something else for him. I don't think that it's necessarily bad for you or your party, but in this forsaken land, like he said, we need all the help we can get, and trust is precious. Now, you may not agree on each other's views, but if you stick together, you have better chances of getting through this. Even you don't need to like each other, but at least use each other. That's all I can advise you as an old man.
Okay. I don't remember if we told Farin how we got our marks.
No, I was going to ask.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna tell them exactly what happened, since the the freeing of Mephistopheles, the fact that we went to his domain, the deal that we made with him, the boons that he gave us. I'll tell them everything.
Okay. So
But
the
I don't
party.
What?
I'll
So me, Tom, still doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
I'll explain. Don't worry. So the party, when they entered into Barovia, they were tasked by Irina to deliver the corpse of her father to the graveyard. But before that, it had to go through holy rites to have the body blessed before going into the ground. That ceremony took place at church, and while they were in the church waiting for the ceremony to complete so that they could take the body to the graveyard, one of the party members discovered a cellar in the church that was, let's say, unusual. Vorn decided to go inside to investigate a little bit more and found out that it was most unusual, as it was a darkness that allowed nothing to go in or go out. He was in there shouting, speaking, but no noise could come out of it. Eventually, the party went inside, and either through luck or unluck, whatever happened in there set free Mephistopheles from a binding curse that held him in Barovia. After setting Mephistopheles free, he returned into his realm and started following the party while also providing some boons. When he was released, he provided the party at time with a mark on their shoulder, the one that you saw in the general chat, which provides them with resistance to fire. So they're protected by Mephistopheles with resistance to fire. Afterwards, they had another encounter with him where they journeyed to his realm and he provided them with silver armor and weaponry so that they can start fighting the denizens of this land, the more dangerous denizens of this land. The last encounter with Mephistopheles happened when Blue Flame entered the party, and he was summoned to his place, and then returned. So this is all you know so far about him and his involvements with the party at this point.
Okay. Has he offered you anything in return?
He offered us, well, the weapons that we now possess, all silver coated, and the fire resistance that we are now have were both things that he gave us. The only thing that he asked in return was something that we were already trying to do, that is destroy Strat. So our goals in this matter align. And the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so. This is where we are now with Mephistopheles. But apparently he did a different agreement with Blue Flame, so I don't know. I never got hurt every time that I told that my mission was to destroy Strat, so.
Hey, I can talk shit about Mephistopheles all I want.
Nothing seems to happen to you.
Aren't you lucky? I kind of mumble from, like, behind my book.
You sense a little bit of heat from your brand.
Who?
Blue Flame.
I sense little heat from what?
From your brand.
Ah, from my brand.
Just a little bit of heat, as a warning.
just a tad.
Okay. So we should take advantage of the fact that.
And he got called by Mephistopheles as well.
So I think that
there I go again.
we should take some advantage of the fact that apparently a lot of druids just died, and maybe try to find that place. And then I turn to the Were Raven druids, and I'll ask them how well do they know the forest around where we are now.
One of the druids comes up and says, I performed a lot of rituals in here, and I'm pretty familiar with the place. I can take you through the woods without any danger, because I know that some traps were set by the others. Since this is a holy place to us, we performed our greatest rituals here to protect the land before Strahd. But now it's just barren. We try to keep it isolated, but obviously that's not going to, convince Babali Saga or any other Druidic Coven friends to maybe take advantage of the powers of this place. But yes, I can take you through the woods around this. I know them pretty well. Perhaps we'll find something.
Okay, I'll tell them exactly what we are looking for. If you have
At this point, everybody knows
Yeah.
what you're searching for, and hold on. Oh, this is a nat 20. If the thing was
Crazy
starting to
hamburger.
show.
Nice.
One of the druids like, wait a minute. Now, I think I might know something about the place that you're looking for. Now, I don't remember it as a giant arch of trees hiding a grove, but there is a, let's say, there are some pillars close by here. Maybe they're connected to the ritual place that you're talking about. We can try to go there. It's not that far. It's going to be maybe 2 hours into the forest.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
I'll look to the old guy again. And are you gonna stay here for long, or are you gonna move to another place?
Me and McKin, we're gonna stay here. Try to recover as much as we can. I've already sent some of our lads off to maybe forage and get some food. We'll camp here. So whatever you do, know that if you return here, you'll find someone to help you in case you need it. We'll wait for you here for your return. If you're successful, great. If you're not, then at least we'll let you know that. I mean, what I'm trying to say is we'll stay here for a couple of days. So
Okay.
if you do go somewhere, you'll find us here. But after a couple of days, we'll be leaving.
Okay. I'll tell them also to keep an eye on our other two elements that are missing at the moment, and if they find them,
so
to bring them to the camp. So that
there
we
were
can...
what, 2 women with you? I do remember a wiry one that was kind of freaked out. She stayed at the edge of the Wizard of the Wines.
Yeah.
And with that girly druid that just turned
She
into a
might be a
bear.
girl. She might be an animal. I have no idea.
All right, I'll keep an eye out. If there's anything going on, I'll let you know if I see them. At least we'll keep them at camp. If not, they might be joining you. Who knows? But
Okay.
I'll let them know.
Okay, thank you. And I'll start moving into the woods.
Okay, before everybody starts moving, could you guys roll a survival check for me, please?
Before that, I just wanna approach the like before we're done with the old man and everything.
Yeah.
I wanna approach him and ask what's his name.
Oh, right. Sorry. I know that I gave his name earlier in the last session, but I forgot it too. Let me just check my notes.
Adrian? No.
Yeah, something
Davian
like that.
Martikov?
Can you say that again?
Davian Martikov?
Davian, yes, Davian.
Davian, all right.
Davian the avian, the were avian.
Davian the avian.
The were avian. Yeah, it's Davian.
I approach Davian and ask for his name, and then I say, "Look, I'm sorry. Just a bit desperate. I saw my chance and I took it. I'm sorry it caused harm to you. and I kind of shake my hands. Reach my hand forward to kind of shake his and apologize.
He takes your hand and he kind of grabs it here and just pulls you closer. Puts his other arm around you, kind of in a hug, and then whispers in your ear, "You won't trust the mark," and then lets you go.
No. All right. And then, while leaving with the others to do the check and everything, I tell him, I kind of open my book and I was like, chain lightning was a fucking lie, by the way.
He kind of looks at you and says, "I kind of figured that."
All right, let's see. Survival. I rolled a 4 and...
Okay, can you guys tell me again what you rolled?
I rolled a 9. I rolled an 8 plus 1, 9.
That's 4 plus 1. That's 5 for me.
Okay, and a 2. All right.
16.
It takes 15.
16.
16. Ah, okay, good, fine.
One of us surviving.
At least one of us.
No, the idea is that if one of you would have rolled pretty good, then that's enough to help the party. Otherwise, you would have had double the time to reach where you were reaching because you would go through difficult terrain. But since Vorn is an expert in his surroundings and you have the guide with you, both of them seem to guide the party very efficiently, and you arrive at the area where you are supposed to be. So you come into a grove sort of area where the 4 druids stop and say, "All right, we arrived. This is the place." Now, there's some stone pillars around here, but I'm not sure where. See if you guys can look around and find them. I'm a little bit tired, and so are my friends, so we're just going to rest for a moment, if that's okay with you. And they all seem to like crouch down and form like a square or a circle to hold hands while they're just going into a meditative trance. Because they haven't had a chance to rest since the ritual.
Okay.
So they're just resting for a moment.
Can we have any idea of what we are searching for?
From what you know in the Druid, there's supposed to be 4 pillars, 4 stone pillars that you might need to find. Everybody can roll an investigation check to see if they find anything in the area.
No.
22.
Investigation is int.
I rolled
How much?
8.
23.
22.
All right. Both Blue Flame and Alucard, you do find a set of 4 pillar stones. They're covered in vines and ruins. There are 4 circular slots on each of the stone, each with a different symbol: a sun, a moon, a star, and a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we see this?
You see it kind of like in the middle of the grove. They weren't that visible because they were covered in moss and vines, so they were blending in with the environment. But since you guys noticed them, cleared them up a bit, and you can clearly see them. They all have a metal disc on top and a symbol on top of the metal disc. Since you guys have rested and it's now daytime, you can see them clearly. There are 4 symbols, one on each of the pillars. One has the sun symbol, one has the moon symbol, one has a star symbol, and one has a leaf symbol.
Right.
Let's go to Konoha.
So, out of all 4 of them, you see that which one of you 2 rolled higher? Blue Flame, right? You rolled 23.
Yeah.
23. Blue Flame, you notice that the disc that has the symbol of the sun is glowing faintly.
I try to kind of mess with it and see what is reacting to, like the glow. If it's reacting to me, if it's reacting, like I try to approach, to get closer to the pillar and the sign, and then I try to get further to see if the glow reacts to that.
Nothing changes if you go further or closer.
Okay. I tell the boys to kind of circle the pillar. I tell them
Okay.
about the glow and my theory, and how I want to see if it's affected by people.
Okay. As you guys approach the pillar, you guys cast a shadow on the pillar. The moment the pillar is covered by shadow, it loses its glow.
Oh shit!
Does
All
any
right.
of the others glow with that?
No, no.
Is it daylight or moonlight at the moment?
It's daytime.
Hmm.
If we
You
step
guys
away
can
in our
stand.
shadow,
If you step away, your shadow does not cover the pillar, and the faint glow resumes. It glows again.
Oh, we're at the puzzle now. Okay.
Is there any way
are any
that
of the other,
go on, Ton?
I was just gonna say, so there's more than one pillar, is it?
Yes.
That's
Yeah. Are
four.
any
There
of
are
the other
four
ones
pillars.
in shadow? Are any of the others in shadow?
No. Every pillar is exposed to the light, albeit faintly because there are trees around. But there's like ambient light. That's why the glow is faint on the sun pillar.
Hmm.
Can we move the pillars?
No,
No. Oh,
they're
okay.
stationary.
How far away are they from each other?
They're 5 feet apart.
And they are a lot. Well, I'm trying to visualize the things.
So it's like this. They're like in a square, like
Yeah.
one on each corner. Imagine a square, and it's one on each corner.
Okay.
But like cardinally, like north, south, east, west.
Yeah, sure. North star. Yeah, north, south, west, east.
Okay. What's on the north?
Let's say the north pillar is the sun, the south pillar is the moon, the west pillar is the star, and the east pillar is the leaf.
I tell the boys. Well, I browsed in my book. I tell them, watch this. I cast produce flame, which creates a flame in my hand, and I approach the sun pillar with the light. Does it do
The
anything?
light, no, it still just glows faintly.
Well, it was worth a fucking shot. And then I throw.
That was amazing.
Shut up! I tried. Okay.
Does anything, if you like, I want to touch the runes. Can you press them or anything? Or?
No, nothing seems to change. Yeah, you do notice that the metal plate that's on the top, it's immobile. You can press on it, but nothing shifts.
Can I put a leaf on the metal plate on the leaf one?
Sure. You put a leaf on top of the leaf, and nothing changes.
Can I try to kind of recall or review my memories of the druids casting like the ritual?
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
15 plus 6, that's 21.
You recall that it was nighttime. One of the other druids was casting light. Another druid was throwing water, and another druid was looking at the sky.
Okay, I tell the boys and the druids that. And I tell them that maybe we should try to recreate it as the druids did.
So are we waiting for the night?
I guess so.
But we need the sun for the sun one, don't we?
Exactly.
Well, not necessarily, because they were casting light, which I can do. So that
we can do that. Yeah.
And maybe that's why the sun pillar didn't react to my light, because it's already reacted to the light, which is already up. But at night, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
So my fire is gonna work, and then we just need to recreate the other steps, like the water and the whatever.
So if I
we
sprinkle some water on the left one.
We saw someone looking at the sky.
Mm-hmm.
The sun pillar had the light.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Someone was casting water on what pillar were they casting water?
You don't really notice the symbols in that perspective.
Can I put some water on the left one? Just real quick.
Sure. You pour down some water and it starts to glow faintly, and then the glow retracts as there's no more
And the
water.
sun one isn't glowing like that one.
It's a different glow, as in a different color, but it's the same type of faintly glow.
So are they all glowing?
At the moment, no.
No, we've got
Only...
the sun. The moon and the stars to glow.
So you put water on which one?
The leaf.
The leaf.
The leaf. Okay. So the moon one.
Just moonlight.
Or maybe it's darkness.
Yeah. One of them is darkness.
You know those shine in the dark boys, and you put them like this.
I'm gonna remove my jacket, my long jacket.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to cover the one with the stars, but with my head in it so that I can see if it glows or not.
It does not glow.
I'm gonna do the same on the moon.
You look cool doing it though.
You mean you covered the sun one with the jacket?
No, the stars.
The stars? Yeah, it does not glow on both of them. It does not glow.
So the stars and the moon, none of them glow when I cover them.
And
what if we try covering the sun one and then try your flame again?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Can we, if we cover the sun one, does it stop glowing?
It did because it stopped glowing.
Now blue flame, cast a flame near it.
Okay, I do. Like,
does it shine bright again?
Yes, it does glow.
Okay. So we do the dark.
I have another idea. I asked one of the druids if they can cast Moonbeam on the moon pillar.
One of the druids says, I can cast it. And he kind of stands up and casts Moonbeam on the which pillar?
On the moon one, obviously.
Pillar.
The moment he casts Moonbeam, the pillar starts to glow.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Stars.
So that now we need stars, which I don't have a solution for that one, boys.
The sun is a star.
What about like a divine smite or something? Probably not.
I'll put a torch on the stars.
Nothing happens.
Nothing?
Nothing happens.
Can I hold the sun sword to it?
Fucking hit it.
Sure.
With a torch.
The moment you take out the sun sword, the sun pillar glows strong. You see the light is... It glows perfectly bright.
And I'm fucking blind now.
Does anyone have anything related to stars? Like a ninja star?
I can cast minor illusion.
Okay.
Starlight.
Right.
So I cast minor illusion kind of above the pillar so that it kind of does stars, like imitating the stars on the night sky, and then
imitating the stars on the night sky.
Yeah. And then
you're gonna have to roll a intelligence check to see if you remember a set of constellations in the sky to reflect that.
All right. Can I do this with advantage since I'm?
No.
Fuck me, I guess.
Take that as
Denied.
no.
I bet.
This happened.
I was asking if I can do this with advantage, since as a scholar, I studied this.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
Right, cool. That is a 12 and a 3. That's a 12 plus 6, 18.
You recall one of your favorite star constellation, the Big Dipper, and you create an illusion of the night sky with the Big Dipper in the middle. The star symbol starts to glow faintly.
And then I also look at the
yeah.
star constellation, just to imitate the druid that was also doing it in the memory, because one of them was looking at the stars, or like at the sky.
Yes. When you recall the pattern of the sky, you saw that Ursa Major was in the sky at the time. So you imitate the constellation of Ursa Major, and the pillar glows strongly, just like the sun pillar did when
Alright.
Farron pulled the sun sword.
Okay, so
Okay.
now we
Is the
just need to
moonbeam-
put water again on the
Yeah.
leaf.
Is the moonbeam still running?
Yes, it is. It still is, because it lasts quite long.
All right,
And
let's splash some water on the leaf one.
Yeah.
It glows faintly. It doesn't grow as strong as the
right,
other
so
two
we-
did.
Is there any water source nearby?
Look at the map. There shouldn't be, as far as I know.
No. Nope. Nope. Nothing. I mean, we have the Luna River, but it's fucking far away
Oh, the Luna River? Quite far away.
on the south.
Mhm.
How much water have we got between us? I basically tipped all of mine out on this pedestal already.
I asked the other druid that's not concentrating on the moonbeam.
Mhm.
Well, I guess both of them worked, actually, because it's not concentration. I asked them if they can cast Create Water on the other pillar.
I can do that. And he positions himself in front of the leaf pillar and casts Create Water. A steady flow of water drops down on the pillar, and it glows faintly. Then the glow grows stronger and stronger and stronger until it's at the same level of brightness as the other three. As long as water keeps pouring on it, it remains at that strong glow level.
So we are
Alright.
just missing the chanting.
Yeah. I give the druids my book, the notebook in which I wrote the chants, and I told them to perform the ritual.
Okay,
Since that
Do we
would-
know?
okay. They take
We just do
your
like,
What?
What do you say, Tom?
do we know what this ritual does, or are we just like doing an evil ritual? Just like
We are
Not
hoping.
really clear
I
what
think
it's
that we
gonna-
are hoping that the ritual does exactly what Blue Flame saw on the brain of the other guy, and we'll be
Yeah.
able to enter the Arch Druid's
The
place.
whatever. Yeah.
right.
okay.
Okay, so if we have
Give
a
me a sec. Is this gonna play or not? Sorry, I'm trying to set up the song.
That's right. Take your time.
It's not that we are all gonna die eventually, but
God, I hope Vorn dies first.
Okay, let's see. Okay, you see the druid. Do you hear this? Is this playing?
there's something.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is fantastic. Okay, you hear the druids kind of go closer as they pull out their little tools for rituals, and they start drumming a little bit. Tom's out. Hey, you hear them slowly chanting away, following the instructions that were marked. They blow out their horns, and the atmosphere seems to grow heavy. You can't really explain, but you hear wolves in the distance. It's representing to the same vision you had when you've been in that other person's dream while you were reading his
Yeah.
mind. The wolves were there too, and they are here as well. They're in the distance. They're not closing in. You can hear.
I communicate this to the other people to not freak out about the wolves.
You can hear them. Their chanting growing stronger and stronger and stronger. They almost start going into a trance as if they can't stop. They're being. You see them physically being pulled in closer and closer to the pillar. All the magic is still being cast, so Sun Sword is doing its job maintaining the Sun Pillar alight. The Moon Pillar is being bombarded by moonlight. The Star Pillar is under the illusion of Ursa Major. Its glow is strong. And the Water Pillar, the Leaf Pillar, has water bombarding it as well. The growth grows strong. You see, as the druids go closer to the pillars, a base forms in front of your eyes. Something lifts. An illusion starts to be dispelled as you see the woods growing, and an archway starts to form. You hear the wolves roaming closer, and something flaps in the air. You start hearing crows. One of the druids speaking alone. And then they all go together.
Yo!
You hear the archway forms. As it nears its completion, the shimmer falls down, and the grove reveals itself between your eyes. The druids are still chanting, and as they move closer towards the pillar, they all shine brightly. The mist kind of falls in as a fog comes from the portal, enveloping the grove that you're currently in. At this moment, the portal is open.
Boys, happy you had a wizard with you, huh? Nam, I look all smug was saying that.
Yeah, we had two with us. That was nice.
But in all seriousness, this was fucking awesome.
Yeah. These
now,
druids know how to build stuff.
Indeed.
Maybe we should
Well, now.
go into the portal before it closes.
Yeah.
As long as they're chanting, it's open.
Move on.
Fuck.
Are we boys ready?
You do remember this. You do remember this from your vision.
Yeah. Are we boys ready to do this?
I'm ready.
As ready as I'll ever be. Let's go. And I'll start
All
moving.
right.
Me too,
You
but
all
I'll
go.
complain the entire way. and I follow along.
All right.
Fucking
Everybody
kids.
goes in, and we'll call it for a night.
Nice.
Perfect. Awesome.
Thanks, guys, for joining.
That was great.
It was a wonderful session. I hope you had fun. I sure
Man,
did.
that was the best one so far.
Cool.
Ooh.
This one was fun.
See, I like playing with music. This was pretty fun.